Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 elements in this room right now. Right? No, we got 5. We got 5.
Now he said everyone's
right?
5.
We got graffiti. Oh yeah, there's more than 5. Right? We got graffiti. We got MCing. We got DJing. We got b-boying. And we have this right here. Me, Sunez, a lot of skill straight and low, power right. A journalist, a creative writer, and one of my duties is to write and expose the best of the best. And I have the honor here to have the artifacts with me, Elder Sensei, Tame 1, MCs, greats that I haven't talked to, survivors of the Dark Ages.
DJ
That's
Kaos,
the theme.
DJ Kaos.
DJ Kaos.
Yeah, right, DJ Kaos, my bad. Right? And it's a real honor to speak to them though, and just ask them some insights as we have a real freestyle show. DJ Toshi's Classic Storm Radio, episode 200. This is a celebration. You know? Like I said before, an MC, a DJ that's willing to play good music, non-fast forwardable, and consistent, you know? If one of us hosts, we miss a show, the show still goes on. You get somebody else off the street. You know what I mean? You like hip-hop, you're gonna talk to these guys. So I had the opportunity and the honor to build with certain people, and now I have the honor to build with the artifacts. Peace, brothers.
Peace. What up?
Peace. You know, just for everybody, for the catalog of things, I like to highlight certain things. I don't really write about great MCs all the time. When I was at all the magazines, they didn't let me. So I kind of quit and I started to write about the MCs that no one gives a chance to. And a lot of MCs like you guys get lost in that shuffle because you're from a great era, did great music, and then you ride into the 2000s. And going with that theme that I say is the Dark Ages, I feel like the LPs that you brothers came out with, for example, your 2002 LP, the Relax LP, the OG Bobby Johnson LP, all of these innovative dual LPs that you did, Tame 1, and countless other LPs, because you really didn't slack off in the years of the 2000s. And these are seminal works that people don't really talk about, you know what I mean? And they're works that surprise me. They're works that set up the underground the way it ought to be. And I just wanted to ask you about that transition, because the first thing that people look at is a group. Like say, oh, the artifacts, but then they broke up, they went solo. But to me, it seems like brothers just expanded the musical catalog, you know? And got into a lot of experimentation that maybe wouldn't occur by themselves, you know? And I just want to get like from each of you, what were some of those albums like, the experience of making these albums in the 2000s in a changing atmosphere?
Well, I think, being that we were separate, we both knew, I think, Tame probably could say the same thing. You couldn't just sit down just because that happened, so we had to make situations for ourselves, and that happened. With each of the conference and numerous labels for myself. We just pretty much, it was like we wanted to, it was almost like not experimentation, but just trying to see where we can be if we wasn't together. And we actually saw that, and it actually made us better, to me. Because when you come back now, we sitting here today, making new music, and have made new music in the late 2000s, whatever, a couple of years ago. Marco Polo, regardless, joined my man Dister. These things made us more conscious of what we missed, I think, in the studio for our chemistry. And when you work with other people, it's not the same, but you have to make do, but it was a comfortable thing we had. So I think, having that, not having that comfortability, it made you stronger, it made you have to work harder. I had to write more, because that other anchor wasn't there. So, I think also, working with the returners in Poland, that gave me a chance to, I'm gonna let y'all know this, anytime where I was by myself or Tame was by himself, it was still artifact music. Because we have, formula is an ingredient, and when we together, it shines a little bit brighter, but when we're alone, it's still there.
And Tame, how was that? Because you had a lot of LPs that I was like, wow, this is an odd combination. And the LPs were dope. Like, I gotta say my favorite was the one with Del Funky Homo Sapien. That definitely was my
Parallel Universe.
Yeah, that was a dope album.
Well, first of all, thank you for appreciating it.
That's peace. That's peace.
And with a lot of the recordings I was doing, like for instance, the Leak Brothers joint with Cage, the subject matter was so drug riddled that it wasn't appropriate for anything under the Artifacts umbrella because we were known for being the quintessential hip hop group. So for me to be talking so hard about going in on Angel Dust and PCP for an entire album, was that wasn't the Artifact brand, so to say. So when you said experimentation, I say that touched on it in a major way. So that's what it was. It was more or less just having a whole collage of material that just wasn't suitable for Artifacts.
But when you talk about OG Bobby Johnson when rappers attack, that's when that to me, that's, you know, because when we on stage and Torture Chamber come on, I'm like, I back up. And that's Tame right there. That's, you know, when he's not with me, that's what that dude was. When that's
Moment I Feared.
Moment I Feared, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That was a quick tribute to the Slick Rick that wrote it.
But see, we know that. And that was our joint, so I know.
Well, you know, let me ask you a question because today when I hear, you know, I write with a lot of disgust about certain things. And I don't think you can be a writer if you don't write about it that way. And this is the first time, one of the rare times, maybe Black Thought had some sense into it when he said the word. But it's the first time I heard the word brain used and I didn't want to vomit. You know what I mean? And this idea of the word brand, like this is my brand. And because it seems so disingenuous, like people just making up a way to justify their sellout intentions. You know what I mean? And some of these things, like when these come about, these things like Percy P told us how some of these opportunities come about. Are these opportunities coming out like with Dell, with Cage and stuff? Is this you guys just doing shows and just meeting other MCs? Or is it just like, yo, I always wanted to rhyme like this. Let me find somebody that rhymes this way.
Nah, that was, well, speaking for myself, like with Cage, that was just a homie from back in the KCR days.
Okay.
And instead of just doing a team up where we tried to just rap each other to death, we had a topic and we just stayed to it and just ran with it like that. Dell, the same situation. A homie from way back. He felt as though he was the East Coast Tame one, and I thought I was the West Coast Dell. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
we just bounced off each other and just kept it going. That's all. There was nothing fake about it. These are just genuine friends and homies, and we wanted a topic and just stayed true to ourselves and true to the music. That's all I said.
Yeah, it really shows how large the community is and how respected the community is.
Because everybody got to know we all friends. And you got to think dudes been in this game since the early 90s.
Right.
If you're not friends with all of these artists you listen to, there's something wrong. You just antisocial. But we all ran into each other. We all have done shows together. You know, Dell is the first dude we met, and like pretty much besides Rascals, one of the first dudes that he was at the record store before it opened. We walked up and he's there. We like, yo, I came to check that out. We like, okay. He's like, you know, Pep and them told me about y'all. We already met Pep and Opio and plus when they was coming back and forth to New York, Special Pop, you know. So, you know, that was like a genuine thing because he came to check us out. We know who this dude is. It was kind of rainy. He's standing there, got his hood right. Now the first dude introduced me to smoking beanies. Right there that day, I didn't know what the hell it was. But we got nice. It was just, all of these dudes are our peers. And, you know, we all grew up kind of together. It's like being in high school, really.
Hey, wait, let's cut you off. But don't forget, because when we first dropped, when we were doing promo, we didn't do our promo on this coast. We went straight to the West.
And they asked us, they like, what y'all want to do? It was like, why we gonna stay home? We already home. Let's go to the West. We went out there, that was probably the best. Remember Redman quoted and said that. He was like, that was probably the best thing y'all could have did. And that pretty much like, you know, we didn't know how they was gonna accept us over there. And I just think that being lyricists, we found out that it was a lot more lyricists in the West Coast than we thought that was kind of like us. They just lived out there.
And they thought we was from New York.
Word out. Then when they found out we were from Jersey, it was a whole big different thing. I mean, it's even for New York cats, when we was coming out, you know, we did shows at the Village Gate. Any lyricist lounge show that was going on, we was there. Demerara's, New Eureka Cafe, we was at all these shows. Our Poetry Cafe, we was there. So we would get on stage, we would not say we were from until the show was over. Show over, be like, hey, you going back to Jersey, fun. Dudes didn't know whether to boo or be like, I boo okay, all right.
Now they were actually
Jersey ain't
listening.
sound like that.
We wasn't shouting it initially, but if you was listening to the show, you heard the rhymes we was dropping.
Well, let me tell you something. Someone that just listening to the music and stuff, Jersey has to get props, right? But tell me in these shows, like, what do people assume Jersey was when you was coming out?
Jersey was like Kim Shabazz, first off, you know what I'm saying, as far as like,
right, peace of God.
MC wise, like that was really the first cat that we could see on TV, besides Naughty. So the whole flavor unit pretty much, Lati, 45 King was like,
Apache, you know, 45 King, the whole flavor unit.
So, you know, elaborate.
Now, like DJs, you know, don't forget we had YZ, we had Trenton, South Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Tony D. So, like, Jersey was a good vibe going on for hip-hop.
Jersey City, Double X. So, you know, we pretty much just felt as though, you know, we wanted to add our 2 cents. You know, it's not so much of, you know, we just wanted to be heard. Anything that wasn't from New York, you had to be accepted by New York. So, you know, I think with the things that we were talking about, it wasn't, I won't say traditional Jersey, because, you know, when you look at all Jersey artists, we don't sound the same. Everybody, or you can pretty much hear what everybody was influenced by. So when you look at Redman, you can see EPMD in that. You see Artifacts, you can see Brand New being in that. So that's who we pretty much follow, and you know, we followed in that path with them. We still doing shows with them, doing records with them.
Definitely peace, right? You're doing the record with Sadat X, right?
Exactly.
That's right, peace of the God, Sadat X, yeah, definitely one of the heroes of this music, you know what I mean? But let me ask you something. You were saying that when you was going out to these places, you was getting known and meeting these other MCs, but also too when you came out with the classic Wrong Side of the Tracks, you're like, this is the new generation of artists of the strength and out there and different adventures in different places.
Everywhere we went.
And we had crazy experiences with, and I won't necessarily say we graffiti MCs, that's not even the same.
Right, I'm saying the cliche of what people
But
are
I
saying.
think that with KRS had reviewed our record on Hot 97, and he said that it took some guys from Jersey to make light on the subject of graffiti that started in New York. That was a big testament to what we were trying to do. You know, we pretty much wanted to show everybody, not just New York, that Jersey had real rooted hip hop, you know, bearings their own foundation wise. You know, Tame and my man Pono was the first dude that was doing rap in Jersey and knew it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people say Jersey, the first thing they think, you know, they know is Newark.
Boom Squad.
Newark, New Jersey is where it started. So, you know, that's you know, we pretty much, you know, made our markings, but it was early, and we still here.
Well, let me ask you about the transition to this decade. You know what I mean? Because I said the 2000s were dark ages that you guys shined through and had great catalogs, and like I thought was terrible. As a writer, it was hard. I couldn't write. They wouldn't let me write about anything. Story stuff with Excel vibe. I have countless stories that got shot down. But in this decade, where we take our own, we do our own, right? And I can write my own, like I write with Paragone and PremiereHipHop. But do you see a change in this decade as opposed to last decade as far as the ease of making records? Maybe even the ease of making these duo albums, like you're making with Sadat, or that you made with Dell, you know?
I see the difference, the natural progression, or rather digression, depending on how you look at it. And it changes in everything. You know that it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen. And we just have to move along with it, or be lost in the shuffle. We definitely not trying to get lost in the shuffle.
Word.
And it's not all bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say the best thing that come out of all of this, especially for dudes like me and Tame, and groups like us, and artists like us, this internet is very helpful. It really can help you. And as far as the brand, like, we are really pushing this Artifacts brand hard because, just like you said, it's easy. This attention span is like this. You know, I see. We got things
What up, brother?
Was there another hero?
That's right. That's right.
We got a lot of stuff that we trying to do. So back in the day, you only had a fan club at a fucking label that they would write to, and you would hope that they would give you what they sent. So now we online. Everybody got a phone in their hand. They're able to get to you right then and there, whether they buying something from you, whether they want to
Way more personal, way more hands-on.
And I wish we had this. We was
Right.
It wasn't a minute yet, but if you able to still rock out today, and I think that if you got it still in your heart, that fire to keep going. I don't want to sound cliche, but it's pretty much that's what it is. Cause you can have that drive, and then you don't have it. You know, a lot of dudes still feel hungry. I still hear these dudes in here. We listening to DITC album on the way over here.
Oh, that shit is crazy.
That's what makes you keep going. When you hear these dudes, you know they're your heroes. You root for that. That's right. I mean, because that's what you're still trying to do too. So you see Prince Cole walking up in here, and my man Nuts over here, Bankai, we all trying to do the same thing.
That's peace. Let me ask you a last question because we're dealing with, Classic Storm Radio, the episode 200, and I don't want you to rank it though, but in this decade, it's an important radio show. We've had the homage to a lot of great radio shows, finally in DVD form and documentary form, right? But I think, and I'm saying this as what I think is a fact, in honor of hosting just a couple of these episodes, I think this is one of the great radio shows of this decade. And definitely I'll address it to you, DJ Kaos. As a DJ, the importance though of DJing not only in the band concept, within the group of MCs, but also in radio shows like this though. What are some of the difficulties you see and some of the elevations?
I mean, like I said, coming to an event like this, as far as a DJ, is a plus. And a lot of groups don't really have DJs who, I consider myself as Jam Master J. You know what I'm saying? I'm DJ Premier, Jam Master J to these guys. When they put me on, we live, I do cuts and scratches, spots just cutting. And, just be in the background, say, fronting. You know what I mean? And I still do my thing with the artist digging, breaks and beats. I still DJ, play music. So it's a plus to still be part of the element and
Scratching, juggling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I do it all. I battle, you know what I'm saying? So.
Peace, definitely. You know what I mean? And on that note, though, let's go back to DJ Toshi. Classic Storm Radio, episode 200.
Yeah! 200 got that.